Welcome to the Tactical Tavern. I'm your host, Tomas Alas, and in this video, we are reviewing the new CJRB Pyrite Reverse Tanto Edition. This is a folding knife with a lot of slicing potential and excellent action. We are going to see what features this has to offer you, going over the pros and the cons in order to help you decide if this is right for your everyday carry outdoor adventure or next tactical mission. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Tactical Tavern so you won't miss future videos helping you save money and upgrade your gear. With all that being said, let's get into it. This CJRB Pyrite comes in with an overall length of 7.3 inches, and this model is the reverse Tanto, or what I like to call a Wharncliffe blade, with a length of 3.11 inches comprised of AR-RPM9 steel. However, they also make a drop point blade, same steel, just different blade shape, and that may be a little bit more versatile if you're considering this for any outdoor adventures, but for everyday carry tasks, I have to say I really love this Wharncliffe blade shape. You have so much cutting potential right towards that tip, a lot of pressure is focused right there, making it a breeze for slashes, yet it's still pretty robust. You can pop zip ties and still do that detailed cutting work, and I really prefer this. It kind of reminds me of like a Spyderco Yojimbo, but maybe a budget version. Deploying the Pyrite is primarily done via the opening hole in the blade, and this locks into place with a very comfortable button lock. I have to say, the fidget factor on this blade is extremely high. This is ultra smooth, dialed in, and even though it's super smooth, it still has great detent retention, meaning that it will stay closed when you want it to. So it's not gonna open up. I've dropped this a couple of times, and the blade hasn't opened. So it gives me a lot of confidence that it's gonna stay secure and closed in your pocket. The handle scales on this Pyrite are comprised of stainless steel, and it has a black powder coating on there. The durability on the powder coat is okay. I mean, you're definitely gonna see some wear and tear, but I kind of like that patina, and I just think that black on black looks absolutely beautiful. The handle design overall is very comfortable. I love how it feels in the hand in a variety of different grips. It also kind of favors the handle a little bit in weight, which I certainly enjoy. It definitely provides a lot of control for any prolonged cutting tasks. It's not going to fatigue your hand trying to control that blade. They did do some skeletonizing work in the handle to try and reduce that weight, but it still comes in at 3.6 ounces, so you definitely are going to know that it's in your pocket. I personally enjoy this. It feels robust. It feels like a real knife. As we follow the handle scales down to the back end of the blade, we're met with a deep carried pocket clip. I really enjoy the clip. It stays out of the way, it's comfortable in the hand, and it's swappable. For any lefties out there, this would be a blade that I would recommend to you. We also have a lanyard hole. There is certainly a lot to enjoy with the CJRB Pyrite. For example, I love this blade shape. It's so useful. I think of it like a utility cutting blade in a folding package. Again, like that Spyderco Yojimbo. It's so versatile. Still a little bit of belly in there to get you through any cutting board tasks or any slicing duties you may need. This blade is also packed with endless fun because of that fidget factor and comfortable ergonomics. I also really enjoy the sound that it makes. It has a really good sound when it opens and closes. And the blade steel is held up wonderfully well. That AR-RPM9 steel was razor sharp out of the box. I think they did a great job with that heat treat, maximizing the cutting performance and giving you some really good value. Some things I am not the biggest fan of on this blade are the handle scales. In my opinion, they're a little bit slippery. Now, it's good it's not going to shred your pockets, but I would have loved maybe a little bit of milling work or something to give you just a little bit of traction if your hands are wet or clammy. Don't get me wrong, the handle is very comfortable to hang on to, and there's no hot spots. However, I wish that this opening slot was dropped down or made a little bit bigger so you can easily access the opening hole, kind of like what they did on the Echo. It's just a little bit easier to open that blade, in my opinion. The last thing is my love-hate relationship with the choil. I love that it's there for sharpening purposes, so you can throw it on that professional precision adjust from Work Sharp and maintain your blades no problem, but it's just not quite big enough to really get my finger in there comfortably for any harder tasks. I fear that it could kind of jump up onto that blade, so I wish it was maybe a little bit bigger or just gave us a little bit more blade length. All in all, it's still very comfortable and quite usable if you have smaller hands. At the end of the day, I really love the CJRB Pyrite. I think it is a high value folder. You get a lot of cutting capabilities with this Wharncliffe blade for everyday carry tasks. But if you wanted something a little bit more for the outdoors, I would probably suggest the drop point blade. In a tactical setting, I'd love some G10 grips on this to increase the traction. But all in all, I think it's like a budget version of the Spyderco Yojimbo. At the time of this review, you can find the CJRB Pyrite for $49.99 on BladeHQ.com. There's a ton of different models and variety for just about anyone out there. And my eyes are on that White Mountain Knives frag pattern version. That is certainly on my wish list. Do me a favor and let me know what are your thoughts on the CJRB Pyrite in the comments section down below. Will you be adding this to your everyday carry? If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful in any way, please make sure to drop a like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications to all and follow us on Instagram at Tactical Tavern so you won't miss future videos helping you save money and upgrade your gear. With that being said, thank you again for watching. My name is Tomas Alas. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And remember, be prepared, be practical, stay tactical.